Good morning, Frederick. Happy Monday. I'm your host, Danny Gurry. Good Morning Frederick is live in the Everything Frederick and More group. And also that's on Facebook and as well as YouTube on the Everything Frederick Live channel. So check that out. It's a great place because you get to see all the past episodes. Everything's in one place. Plus, I break up all the segments for the different companies so that you can support those businesses by sharing those videos out, commenting, and liking them as well. It's so funny, after editing about 9 videos yesterday, I realized I say the word amazing so many times, as well as quite a bit, which is terrible. It's a terrible habit I'm trying to break. But I guess that I do generally think that life is amazing, and we need to remain positive because there is so much negativity around us, and I know that that's tough. But let's be amazing today. Let's have an amazing week today and every day. All right, it is Eclipse Day. We will be affected starting at around 2 p.m. with the full coverage around 3:20 p.m., even though it's kind of cloudy. People in the Everything Frederick and More group have asked about best viewing spots. Some of the responses included Milk House Brewery in Baker Park. Prospect Pantry in New Market is having a viewing party. Just a reminder, don't look directly at the sun during the eclipse without those proper glasses made for that, even with the cloudy skies. And I've seen lots of people looking for last-minute glasses to watch the eclipse. I've seen suggestions that 7-Eleven on Route 15 near Beckley's had them. And don't forget, you can make your own. Just search on YouTube. Saw plenty of videos. You remember in elementary school, cutting the piece of paper or making the tube with a paper towel roll. Go ahead and do that. Protect those eyes. Okay, if you're interested in sponsorships for Good Morning Frederick, I just wanted to let you know sponsorships are available. They've started just $30 a week. So 5 mentions a week. All right. In the show description, I have put the link to join me on the program live. If you have something to share, maybe it's your kid's birthday or your birthday, or you've got some news of any kind, just click the link and you'll be waiting in the green room until I bring you onto the show. The show is all about you, Frederick. So this will be an opportunity for you to join me. I do want to thank my husband as well. I am standing today. I have a new standing desk. I also have one of those under-desk treadmills. So I'm trying to get my steps up every single day, and I want to thank him for that. I also want to thank the sponsor of this show every single day this month, Frederick Window Tinting, locally owned, serving Frederick with automotive, commercial, and residential window tint solutions. Go to frederickWindowTinting.com for all the details. Okay, weather today, partly cloudy with a slight chance of an afternoon shower, high of 72. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a high of 79. And Wednesday, cloudy with a high of 73. Thursday and Friday calls for rain and high in the upper 60s. Weekend looking pretty good with temps on Saturday at 65 and Sunday on 76. All right, do you have a great story to share? Do you know someone helping to make Frederick an amazing community? There I am with amazing again. Email us all the details at everythingfredericklive@gmail.com, or you can text 888-465-2944. I'm going to put all of that back up too on the screen. 888-465-2944. I call this segment the Feel Good Five. With the reach of the Everything Frederick group, we have the capability to do so much good in our town. And I love when members simply offer to help each other when someone needs it. And so many do so without the desire for any attention. And there are always organizations and people that need our assistance. And right now I want to talk about the Scott Key Center. I'm putting on their first ever prom in June. And I'm looking for a limo company or somebody with maybe custom cars, maybe just a convertible, to drive the attendees around the Keys Stadium parking lot. The event is actually taking place June 5th, 11 to 1 p.m. It is at the Arc on Market Street, which connects to the Keys City Stadium parking lot. So it would really just be driving them around there. And I'm also looking to raise about $1,500 to cover the food for 125 guests. If you can help financially, even just $10, please go to scottkeycenter.org and click on the donate button. Just thinking about this right now, if you are a company and you would like to make this happen for the attendees of the Scott Key Center, if you donate any amount of money, I will give you advertising in return. So if you want to be a part of the show, and you want to help a local organization, I will donate that advertising. So if you do like a $500 donation, I will make sure and give you way more than that in advertising value. Just let me know. Just email me. All right. We're also looking for prom dresses for local high schoolers who have reached out and need them. And thank you so much to all who have donated so far. We appreciate it. And we do know that there is a Cinderella's Closet locally. We are going to work with Bev and that organization to make sure anyone who needs a dress or a suit or anything to go to the prom, we're going to make sure that they get it. We're going to make sure that every item you donate finds a home this prom season. So if you do have dresses, suits, or any sort of accessories that you can donate, just email everythingfredericklive@gmail.com or text me 888-465-2944, and we will make sure that gets to the right people. Let me just take this back off. Thank you. All right. Coming up, after the break, I talk with Megan, the brains behind Shift, Work, and Play. And we meet Susan, who's taking personalized gifts up a notch with her company, Engravability.
All-in-One Events is Frederick's #1 source for event rentals and entertainment. Please visit us on the web at www.aioeventgroup.com or call 1-888-727-8902 for more information.
Okay, we want to thank those sponsors for joining us, and also All right. Whether you're starting a new business from home and you just need a professional meeting space, or you work from home and just need a few hours to really focus. Boy, I know how that can be. Shift work and play is the answer. And I talked with Megan about this great space.
Here with Megan, Shift Work and Play. She's one of our sponsors, and I love that because I've been able to learn a little bit more about you, and really angry that you weren't around in 2007 when I started my first business, because my kids were 4 and 2 at the time. But tell me about kind of the culmination, how Shift Work and Play came about, and how things are going.
Absolutely. Well, Shift Work and Play is a family-friendly co-working space. We offer staffed play sessions for children, so parents can come in and work while their kids play. And really, it was born out of my experience as a busy professional with 2 kids, 2 young kids at home, trying to juggle the demands of a career and parenting, and getting frustrated with the fact that so often we are expected to hide one aspect of what we're doing from the other. Pretend we don't have kids while we're turning up on the Zoom call, or you know, focus only on our children and not think about work. It's a lot of pressure, and there aren't a lot of solutions out there.
It's quite silly, actually.
It's quite silly
for companies to well, and especially like you said, kind of the pandemic, and you were trying, you know, everybody's trying to still do what they need to do, and not pretend that there's dogs and kids and husbands and all of that.
100%. There's no one more productive than a parent who is skilled at multitasking. I mean, we become experts at multitasking, and so to have to pretend that we're not doing that is just, I think, it doesn't make use of our full set of skills, and it doesn't benefit our employers.
Yeah. So when did you guys open?
We opened at the very end of 2021, so we're just a little bit past our first year in business now.
Okay, all right. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. And so tell me the perfect person who would walk in here and go, oh, God, where have you been?
So really, our ideal members are folks who are either small business owners or remote workers with young kids at home who are looking for a part-time flexible solution.
Yeah.
We are not a full-time daycare, but we're really filling that gap that I saw in terms of those part-time flexible options. So you can come in and sign your child in for 3 hours and come back here to our quiet adult workspaces, focus on your work. But you're still nearby. If anything comes up, you're able to go have a snack with your child. They know you're down the hall and that they're safe. And so, like I said, there's no one more productive than a parent, and particularly a parent with 3 hours of dedicated work time.
Tell me how it works. So if you obviously come in, check it out, you decide you need a workspace, and you choose whether private, locked door, or you kind of have these open coffee house style spaces. Then what, is it a long commitment? Is it month to month? How does that work?
Sure. You choose your membership option, basically, like you said, based on the type of space you want to work out of and how often you think you'll be here. And then you do sign up for a monthly membership that renews every month, similar to a gym. But we're very flexible. There is no long-term commitment. There's for our flex plans, there's just a 2-week notice period. Private offices do have a minimum term of 2 months.
Yeah.
But other than that, we're being very flexible to support business owners.
Yeah, because things do change, I guess, here and there.
Absolutely.
And so you were even talking about you had some small companies who outgrew, right? They're here and they're getting their stuff together, and they don't need to commit to a big space until they do.
That's right. We just had a small company that had their team of 5 who were working out of our space using a team room and having group meetings in one of our meeting rooms. And then they were able to sign a lease on their first warehouse and office space. So while we were sad to see them go, we were so excited to be a part of helping kind of incubate that business and that growth. And
well, for sure, because small businesses, the one big thing a lot of people want to jump into is the office space. And then when you realize the commitment long-term wise, the lease amount and putting in that overhead, this is a great middle option from working in your house to the next step, because you still have a professional place to have meetings with clients and to, have all of that sort of stuff. To put the face on your business.
Absolutely, but you don't have that overhead. You don't have that long-term commitment. Exactly.
Yeah, and my first lease, I think it was 4 years was minimum. And that's a huge, huge commitment. At the time when you sign the lease, you think, oh, I can do this. It's great.
Course.
And then like 18 months in, you're like, oh my gosh, I have 3 more years or 2 more years of this. And yeah, it might not be so great. So yeah.
In that model, I am the business owner that's taken on that commitment,
Yes.
and our members are able
Yes.
to have more flexibility. You know, we also have a couple of individual members who started here working for other employers, and they've developed and launched their own business as well here.
That's
and
awesome.
so, you know, those are the stories that just keep me going. It's amazing.
Yeah. And, you know, if you are remote working, there's no better place to be than around other people, just to have that kind of interaction that you might be missing on your day-to-day.
Yeah, and I think that even some research has shown that kind of hybrid model is one of the popular ways forward. So you may be working from home and appreciate that for a couple of days of the week, but then you also appreciate that time where you get to interact with other people, not be distracted by the dishes and the laundry.
Yes.
You know, have the professional background for your meeting, that sort of thing.
So when you sign up, let's just say I've signed up, I'm going to have I'm going to do the share or open space or whatever that is, and then what are the access hours? Because I noticed you have like a fob thing on the door. So how does that work?
Because we have children on site, our doors are locked at all times. So our members access the space with their key fob, and their access depends on their membership.
Okay.
So our regular weekday flex members have access between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. But our private office members and some of our other memberships have access 24/7. So folks can come on in anytime.
That's great. That's I mean, obviously, again, it is your own private space.
Exactly.
If you're paying for that, you get that access. And I will tell you guys, there are a couple of kids here in the front. It is very quiet back here, especially in the adult space.
Right.
And we're going to show you pictures of the space too, because it's beautiful, it's clean, it's modern looking. It looks great. So
thank you.
If you were going to have people here, it's much better than your dining room table, really, sometimes. So what is one thing you'd want people to know about shift work and play that they might not think about?
I think that I'd love for people to understand that we really are here to help small business owners and remote workers, and we have a special niche helping parents, but we really are open to anyone. So you don't need to use the playroom to come on in, and I'm here to help.
Yeah.
So I'm here to foster connections. I'm here to support you and find the ways that we can, make membership work for you and to connect you with our other members, and that's one of the most beautiful things. You don't just gain an office space, you gain a community.
Yeah, and that, the networking of any type of networking that you do is always beneficial, but to have somebody like you that has kind of all these relationships and you can say, oh my gosh, I know so-and-so is doing something that would really work well, that's excellent. That's an excellent thing to have. And so you guys are very conveniently located. There's plenty of parking out front, right on Northeast Street, kind of across from the little shopping center where Oscar's is. Very close to the brewery, which is very nice and convenient.
Very
Couple
convenient.
of them right here. If they're, what are your plans, kind of your next step, if there are any, the goals or plans for you guys?
Now that we're in our second year of business, I'm really focusing on expanding the services and options that we offer to members. So I'm looking at adding additional play sessions to our weekly schedule and growing the number of classes and events and other opportunities that we provide to our members. We have a nice balance of programming that we've been trying out over the past year that focuses some on small business ownership and growth, and some on parenting.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
great.
great.
It's a mix. It's not just your typical small business classes. We also have had therapists in here giving talks about supporting, your children through anxiety, or, a book club based on the very popular parenting book by A Good Inside by Dr. Becky Kennedy. And so it's really a mix of speaking to kind of the whole person that we have as our members.
Oh, very good. That's exciting. Right now, how many are you looking at? What is your potential for membership growth?
We were really happy to hit our goal in our first year of having 20 members in our first year. We're now grown closer to 30, and we have the potential and the capacity to double that in our second year.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So that's really good to know. So there's plenty of space here, plenty of opportunity, and especially I'm assuming some people are here 1 day a week, some people are here 5, some, right? So,
That's exactly it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it. We have more capacity than the number of seats because folks aren't necessarily in here Monday through Friday full time.
Right. Excellent. Excellent. So where can people find out more about you? Where do they need to go?
Absolutely. Our website is shiftworkandplay.com, and we are also on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram.
Awesome. Anything else you want them to know?
I would just love for people to come on in and check us out and
Yeah.
talk with me about what it is your needs are, and we'll figure out what's right for you.
Well, that's what I was going to recommend. Come, have a tour, see the place, see where it's located, and maybe this could be the next spot you work out of, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
We look forward to it.
We'll see you next time.
All right, thank you. Hey, so I've just found out, apparently you couldn't hear when I was talking about the lovely Sandra of A&S Construction. I don't know if it's an issue with when I put up the slide. So I am going to try, I'm not going to put up the slide, but I do want to say A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business located right here in Frederick. They specialize in roofing, siding, windows, gutters, patios, and decks. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. I don't know what's going on. Of course, there's always something, as I say, when you are dealing with technology. Now I'm concerned. My mom also reported when I was talking about the sponsorships that are available, you couldn't hear anything I was saying there, but you get the gist. We have sponsorships available. I would love for you guys, if you have a local company, to join us, support again. It just helps to keep things going. I also saw a comment on Facebook that the libraries are going to have more viewing glasses, Eclipse viewing glasses available when they open at 10. But it is first come, first served. And the library downtown is having a viewing party on the deck from 2 to 4 today. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, I'm really concerned about putting up the slides. I might just put up a slide and then I will, goodness, now I'm supposed to put up the calendar and now I'm nervous about it. So let me see what happens here. All right, first, just want to talk about what's happening here in Frederick. Okay, we have a calendar. It's called the Everything Frederick calendar. I'm going to share it. If you guys can comment right away, I'm going to watch. If you can comment and figure out, let me know if you can hear me. I'm just going to see. Okay, can you see the calendar and can you still hear me? If you can let me know, that would be awesome. I'm looking for comments. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jess from Dreamscape. Yes, I don't know what the heck was going on. Okay, thank you guys so much. Want to know what's happening in Frederick? This is the calendar I created. It's in the Everything Frederick group. You can access the calendar by going to bit.ly/E F calendar, or just text calendar to 888-465-2944, and you'll get the link directly to the Everything Frederick calendar. I would love to add your events. So all you have to do is email me and I will put them on. Actually, I really wanted to, let me pull this up here because really wanted to just show you the week. And now I got to look behind everything else. All right, here we go. We're just looking at the week. All right. Of course, I have the Good Morning Frederick broadcast on every single day. But tonight, the Board of Education is having a debate at the Frederick Elks Lodge on Willowdale Drive. And at 8 p.m. tonight, you can do trivia at Frederick Social. Such a really fun place to go. If you've never been before, you should head down to Frederick Social. They have a new doggy menu. So if you want to take your four-legged friend to sit on the patio, you can do that too. Tomorrow from noon, actually, this is Wednesday. Wednesday from noon to 6, there is a new exhibition called Dreams. It's at District Arts, features 28 artists, and it's going to be here through the 28th of the month. Also on Thursday, Field of Dreams is playing at the Weinberg. That is a classic movie. And also on Thursday night, you can watch the second episode of Top 5, where my brother and I, Marco, go over the top 5 posts of the week in the Everything Frederick and More group. This weekend, I mean, look at it. Tons happening this weekend. And then coming up, April 27th, you want to get your tickets for Battle of the Bands. You can get your tickets at botbfrederick.com. And the link and details for these and many more events are on the Everything Frederick calendar. All you have to do is text calendar to 888-465-2944, and I would be happy. You'll get an auto send for the calendar, and if you want to add something, just email it. everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. The Everything Frederick and More group has topped over 125,000 people. And now we want to take time to chat a little bit about what is happening in the group. We want to thank Dublin Roasters, the sponsor of this segment, Group Highlights. Dublin Roasters is the Frederick Coffee House fueled by love and positivity. You can visit Dublin Roasters at 1780 North Market Street or at DublinRoastersCoffee.com. Like I said, Everything Frederick and More continues to grow, reaching 125,420 members. Last week, there were almost 900 member requests, with over 2,400 posts being handled manually by 5 people. Actually, it's 4. I don't do that much at all, except every now and then. If I'm in there, I will answer or handle some of those requests. Mostly, it's just 4 people. The most popular day last week was Wednesday, with over 17,000 posts, comments, and engagements. The size of the group has helped so many organizations and businesses and people in our community. And that's one thing that I love so much about it. If you haven't joined the group yet, please do, and you can be a part of the change for good. Boy, I'm hoping I'm going to stay on screen, make sure you guys can still hear me when this is happening. I'm getting very nervous about it. Shift Work and Play, as you've just found out, is Frederick's one and only co-working space designed to support those with young children and even those without. You can get your work done while your kids are supervised at play. If you've got kids 18 months to 6 years old, it's perfect for you to get a little bit of work done. I love this concept. And every 3-hour play session includes a planned activity plus open-ended child-led play. Of course, your kids are supervised in a very safe environment, very cute in there, and they can run around and yell, and you can't even hear them when you're back working in the adult section. Shift Work and Play has meeting rooms, dedicated desks, and even private offices available. With the private offices, you get 24/7 access to your office, which is excellent. So book a tour today at shiftworkandplay.com. They're conveniently located right on Northeast Street. Whew. All right. If you have made a leap to start your own company, even if it's a franchise or a side hustle, I salute you. I know what risk you're taking, and I think it's fantastic. And I recently started my own company as well. It's called Promo Circus, and I called it that because starting a business is like running a 3-ring circus. And Promo Circus is a marketing consulting company helping businesses make the most of every marketing dollar and taking advantage of the many ways to remain top of mind in the competitive world. This program, Good Morning Frederick, and the program on Thursday nights called Top 5 are just 2 of the efforts I'm taking to do my part. It's creating content that people enjoy, as well as allowing advertisers to put their messages out to people as well. If your company needs a little help, let me know. I would love to speak with you. Small businesses keep this town moving and growing, and I love when 2 people decide to start something fun, especially a brother-sister team, as my brother and I have worked together quite a few times. Susan and her brother started a company called Engravability, and I talk with her in this next segment we call Market Makers. Market Makers is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors, serving the area for more than 34 years. Go to atlasfloors.net, read the reviews, schedule a quote for new flooring today. Every single day, I see posts in the Everything Frederick and More group of people asking for wood floors, LVP, installation. They will even do installation if you've purchased the product. So give them a call or visit them, atlasfloors.net. Now, we hear from Susan from Engravability. I'm so excited to be here with Susan of Engravability. Susan, now this is a fairly new business for you. When did you guys actually launch?
So I launched this business with my brother, so a little family business. We launched at the beginning of the year, so we are fairly new.
Nice.
We're a family-run laser cutting and engraving business, and we create custom and personalized items for people.
That is fantastic. Now, I've worked with my brother in the past too. Whose idea was this? Were you guys just like sitting around saying, hey, we ought to do this, or?
So I've always been very, very creative. And my brother, not so much, but he's the tech guru in our family. So there's 5 of us. I'm the oldest, he's the middle. And we decided, let's go for it. I have a lot of things going on, but this seemed just like a fun business. I've always loved personalized items, so it was kind of a perfect fit for me. So we do well together because it is very tech centered. So he handles that, I do the creative. So it's a good partnership.
I love that. Best of both worlds, using each other's strengths. Okay, so what makes Engravability unique? Like when you guys set to do this and you looked in the market and saw that no one was really doing it, what is it about that?
So I think we have 2 different lasers in our shop, which allows us to work with a variety of materials. So we can do slate, we can do wood, we can do acrylic. And acrylic's a fairly new medium for me. A lot of the older lasers won't cut acrylic. So I think that maybe is one of the things that helps us to stand out in the market. My favorite thing right now is working with wood. It smells so good in the shop when I'm burning it. Acrylic, not so much, but I think that kind of is one of the things that sets us apart. And like I said, the combination between my brother, who's the tech guy, and me as the creative genius, it kind of works.
Yeah, I love that. As far as the items, so do people provide you with an item that you guys can do, or they order through you, or you kind of give some ideas on what you have?
Yes. So we have a website that has, all of our, not all of our items, but some of the core items that we offer, but we can cut anything. It's actually burn. My brother will correct me. We can burn anything. So we can, I don't know. I have lots of little things sitting around me that I've done just to kind of show your audience. But we can certainly do engrave things on people's items, but for the most part, we design it, create it, cut it, burn it, and do it all of ourselves. So like we can do slate, like I said, acrylic, wood, that includes earrings and home decor and signage, anything really. So, charcuterie boards are big right now, cheese boards, all kinds of stuff. Yeah. The sky really is the limit, and it's a lot of fun to come up with these different things.
Yeah, I think it's kind of overwhelming when you kind of think it could almost be anything. Like if I see something, I go, oh my gosh, I want that. But trying to think of it is a hard thing. So that's good. So your website is engravability.com, right?
It is, yes.
Okay, great. What has been the best thing so far in your business, which I know is still in its infancy and starting out point, but like what, maybe what order or what design has been like the best thing?
So I think, like I said, I love doing the wood the best, and that's kind of a new thing for me. I really, in the beginning, I was all about, the acrylic earrings, my little Easter guys here. I did lots of
Yeah.
Stanley Cup toppers. I've done, for St. Patrick's Day, I had my shamrock earrings. But I think the most fun right now, like I said, is the wood and creating
Mhm.
those pieces. So I actually brought one. This is not on our website. My husband and I are cryptid people, so I created this. I don't know if you can
Oh,
see it, but
wow.
it's a Bigfoot guy. So he
Yeah.
has our name. But anyway, to create this, it's 3-dimensional. So I kind of wanted to just show what the process is for all of this. So when I cut these, it's not just that, it's this, and then this goes on top of that, and then that. So there's lots of different layers to this project. So it's
Oh,
time consuming.
wow.
But so you set all of these, and I'm always covered in wood glue and all kinds of paint. I don't always look like this put together, but so this is what this starts as, and then it comes in as
Wow.
this. So it's kind of like a process, but it still
I would have
smells
never,
good.
ever even dreamed that that's how that was put together.
Yes. So it's lots of different layers. So the wood, like I said, is fun. I've been doing lots of these pet memorial pieces like this. And of course, you can personalize things. And then for Mother's Day, like I said, I grabbed a bunch of stuff. So for Mother's Day, I do flowers that are, with somebody's name or your mom or whatever. And these are all hand painted. So those are kind of my favorite things right now, is doing all the wood.
Yeah, look, that's amazing.
Yeah.
What is your turnaround time? So if we were to come onto the site and order something today,
Yes. We are quick. So I don't like to wait. And I think Amazon has everybody a little bit,
yeah,
I don't know what the word, spoiled is the word,
yeah,
I guess. So I don't like to wait. So I don't want my customers to wait. So we're quick. I just had some gals order some custom, this is obviously not wood, it's acrylic, but I can do stirrers. So these are swizzle sticks. So
yeah.
I had somebody order about 100 of those. So it was quick turnaround, 3 days, 3 or 4 days. It's
Okay,
fast.
that's really fast.
Yes.
In business today, what do you see as your biggest challenge?
I think the biggest challenge is getting the word out. I mean, any small business, I think, struggles with marketing their business, and this is where we say thank you to you, Danny, because you're such a good advocate for small business and local businesses in the area. So I think that is the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
I have the designs down, I have all the ideas in my head. It's just getting those out to people, so they're aware that we're here. And
Yeah.
and it's not just for personal, like for businesses. And I think we've talked about this before, like being a resource for local businesses. I always like to support local. So
Yes, yes. And look, we're very passionate about it. I'm really passionate about it, which is why we kind of kicked off this whole idea, because I do think as well, when small business can compete with some of the bigger businesses who may have a larger marketing budget, it means everybody can win. And that's what we
yes,
want. So
definitely.
obviously, your ideal customer is who?
I think anybody, I think the customer is somebody that wants something unique, something personalized. I've always loved personalized items. Like I can go and get something from the big stores, and they're not personal, they're not really unique, they don't have somebody's name on it. So I think that is my favorite.
Yeah. So if you're looking for something unique, like for a new baby's come into a family, I mean, there's so many great things that you can do to celebrate that new baby's
Yes.
name and get things engraved and have it, like you say, very personalized. It shows that you're, even though you guys are fast turnaround, that you've taken the time to come up with something. Now, is it up to, let me just say, if I have an idea about something that I want, can I contact you and say, hey, is this possible?
Absolutely. So I've had people reach out for a whole bunch of different things, but we've done, they're not on the website right now, but like custom cake toppers, like for somebody's baby shower, a birthday, anniversary, retirement, whatever. We've done lots of little little ornaments for my that was
Oh, cute.
lots of little ornaments. But yes, we are always open for custom ideas. That's part of the fun of it for me. I'm very creative, so I want to
Yeah.
create different things. So if you don't see something on our website, I did some big signs just for that. Some 2 different baby birthdays, and it had their name, and they're so cute. They're on I have a business page here on Facebook, and
Okay.
I have lots of different pictures and process videos. People like watching the laser work.
Oh, yes. I can watch those all day long.
Yeah, so I have lots of those kind of videos. If people are interested to see how it works, I always find it interesting. So I put a lot of those on the business page.
Yeah. Anything that you can report on coming up in the next 6 months, things you're kind of looking to maybe do or launch, or any ideas?
So I do have some new ideas. So just to show you guys just some of the other fun things, we do slate. So lots of slate pieces. So these are customized. Obviously, you can do these with people's names. We have porcelain, tiles. So both of the lasers that we do can do different things. So, it really depends.
On there, or is it printed? How does that work? Oh,
Pretty
wow.
funny, right? It's a charcuterie board.
I love it. Charcuterie.
So when you engrave something, it blasts it off. So the laser is taking off the top layer. So you have to it's all mathematical, which is my brother's forte. So that's him. So it's all mathematical equations and how it engraves and how it burns things. So yes. But we have a little sneaky peek thing coming up, a new part of the business that hasn't launched yet, but hoping to do it in the next couple of months. And that is doing custom pieces. And I know people like to get together with their friends and do paint parties. It's going to be an art party. So you give me your list of people that are going to be at your event. And then I'm going to create door signs or ornaments or whatever you want. That will be personalized for your guests. They'll bring all of the paint and all of the supplies and do a little engravability art party. So that's kind of in the works.
I love it. Well, certainly we're going to have you back when you launch that. But in the meantime, if you're looking for a personalized gift, I'm sure, Susan, you've got stuff with the Maryland flag, or we can get stuff Frederick centric. So if you're sending a gift to somebody, or people are visiting and you want something personalized just for them, go to engravability.com, or you can reach out to Susan. She's available on Facebook. Find their local business page too. We thank you so much, because I do think, look, it's a gift that shows that you spent the time, that you had the thought and put it together, is valuable nonetheless. So we really appreciate you joining us today, and look forward to the next phase of Engravability.
Thank you for being such a great advocate for our local businesses. Thank you.
Oh, it is my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Thank you so much. All right. Want to thank Susan again for coming on to Good Morning Frederick. And how about those gifts? Fantastic. Well, that is a wrap for today's Good Morning Frederick. Technical issues and all. Thank you for watching, and I always appreciate any comments or feedback. I actually asked my son for feedback, and he sent me a page of notes, but I did appreciate it, because I made some changes, and I really want to make this all about the people of Frederick, and I want to make sure it's enjoyable for you to watch. We are live on Facebook and YouTube each weekday morning. Please comment on these videos and share them from the Everything Frederick Live YouTube channel. Each day, I upload the interviews separately as well for those local businesses. It helps to spread the word for them too. On tomorrow's show, you'll meet Nicholas from Pulling for Veterans and Aaron from MR Cheesecakes. Until then, be sure to search for Everything Frederick Live on TikTok and YouTube, and you can follow me on TikTok at DannyGirl1124. Have a great day and be great, Frederick.